G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on pickleballunion.com, Indian Times Group and Pickleball Asia found the Pickleball World Series. The Indian news and entertainment organisation, the Times Group, has announced it is partnering with Pickleball Asia to create the Pickleball World Series. The WPS will start in the United States and travel across different continents with 6 major events in a year. The series will be the first set of tournaments with a truly global reach, and in its first year will comprise 64 players in the individual format and 6 teams comprising 4 players each from the US and the rest of the world, including India, one of World Pickleball's biggest hotspots. Times Group Managing Director Vineet Jain said pickleball is gaining ground as the game for urban sports enthusiasts. We hope that this effort to take the fastest growing modern sport to the next level will inspire its exponential growth all over the world, including in India. He believes that in 5 to 7 years, pickleball will overtake tennis in terms of participation. Its Group CEO of New Media and Investments, Narayan Subramanian, said rapidly accelerating participation and increasing fandom is driving the popularity of many innovative sports globally. That is the opportunity we spotted in pickleball. This fun and immersive sport has won over the hearts of Gen Z and millennials, making it a natural choice for our partnership and an important addition to our portfolio of strong brands. The Pickleball World Series, our marquee event, will provide a unique platform to bring out the best in players and teams for fans to enjoy and support their favourites and for brands to engage and interact with these audiences. Pranav Kohli of Pickleball Asia said the world pickleball player community is now 60 million strong worldwide and is growing steadily. We could not have found a better partner, anchor and investor than the Times Group. He also explained a little more about the PWS proposal. Starting in the US, the Pickleball World Series will travel across different continents with 6 major events. The series will be supported by Pickleball World Rankings, a one-of-a-kind ranking system that allows players to accumulate points and qualify for the Pickleball World Series. We expect this will enable pickleball stars to rise from different corners of the world and not just from the US. Pranav Kohli is a 4th-generation entrepreneur associated with the legacy brand Stag, the maker of table tennis gear across the globe, as well as Pickleball Asia and Pickleball United. In his short time as CEO, Pickleball United has become one of the top infrastructure providers for pickleball in the US. It's associated with major events in the US, such as the Pickleball Slam, the US Indoor National Championships, and the US Open, as well as in other territories like the English Open and the Bainbridge Cup. Second thing to know, as shared also on pickleballunion.com, 2024 Next Gen Series gets off to an exhilarating start. Some of the most promising up-and-coming talents in professional pickleball attended the first installment of the APP 2024 Next Gen Series at Chicken and Pickle in San Antonio recently. More than 80 skilled players engaged in a dynamic 3-day event encompassing tournaments, coaching, and seminars. In women's doubles, Riley Bonnet and Ava Caliste showcased their dominance in the division, exhibiting flawless gameplay as they surged through the competition unscathed. Their performance culminated in a commanding 11-2, 11-7 victory over Lauren Mercado and Alia Brown in the final. In men's doubles, Jack Munro and Richard Livanese emerged as formidable contenders, triumphing not once but twice over the weekend. Their prowess shone brightest in a thrilling encounter against Jaden Broderick and Jack Foster, securing both the alternate men's doubles bracket on Friday and the Open's men's doubles bracket on Saturday. Mixed doubles saw the dominant partnership of Brooke Revuelta and Jackson Ayotte seize the spotlight right from the outset. Their seamless coordination led them to clinch the title without dropping a single game throughout the tournament, culminating in a decisive 11-7, 11-3 victory over Isabella Nelson and Elijah Bertram in the final. Women's singles event witnessed Brooke Revuelta's remarkable display of skill and resilience following her triumph in mixed doubles. Revuelta battled through a series of intense matchups, including a memorable encounter against Alexa Scholl in the semis. Undeterred, she emerged victorious, securing her second title of the event with a hard-fought 11-9, 11-9 victory over Riley Bonnet in the final. In the fiercely contested men's singles, Eric Onsens continued his ascent up the pickleball ladder. In the final stretch of his collegiate tennis journey at Florida Gulf Coast University, Onsens navigated a challenging singles draw to claim the title, prevailing over Spencer Lanier in a gripping final. With her stellar performances, Revuelta solidified her position atop the competition leaderboard, while Richard Livanisi claimed a top spot among the male competitors. The APP Next Gen Series is the first of its kind, geared towards developing champions from the top young adult men and women pickleball players. Its mission is to create a platform for top American pickleball players to compete and receive coaching and education from APP senior professionals. The age range for the series events is 16 to 23 years old, with players competing in 3-day tournaments at various chicken and pickle facilities across the nation. The next gen event is scheduled to take place in St. Louis, Missouri from July 18 through 21. And if you made it this far into the update, please be sure to ding that like button and rate, comment, and subscribe on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Third thing to know, as shared on pickleball52.com, Irish eyes were smiling at Celtic Club's Pickleball Challenge. Ireland, represented by Lisburn Pickleball Club, were inaugural winners of the Celtic Club's Pickleball Challenge in Glasgow, Scotland last weekend. The triangular international event brought teams from Ireland, Scotland and Wales together for a round-robin competition and pickleball festival at Donald Dewar Sports Centre and a Saturday night social that finally wound up in the wee hours of Sunday morning. Wales were represented by the flourishing Anglesey Pickleball Club, with host Scotland selecting a team from both Drumchapel and Bearsden and Milngavie clubs. After arrivals at Friday lunchtime, there was free play on Friday afternoon, after which the Irish and Scottish teams went out for dinner, Wales preferring an early night to prepare for the next day's main event. The main event began on Saturday morning, with each match comprising 2 men's and ladies doubles ties and 3 mixed. All 3 matches ended 4-3, proving the success of the Duper-based matchups by organiser Anne Smiley. Wales firstly beat Scotland. Ireland then overcame Wales before the Irish then sealed the title by conquering Scotland, all in narrow scorelines. Irish captain Stephanie Lyons told Pickleball 52 it turned out to be even better than I had promoted it to the club members. Never for one moment did we imagine we could win it, but the Scots kindly matched people of a similar standard to us. That meant the games were close and the match undecided until the last 2 games played. That system made it very interesting and exciting right until the last ball was hit. We raised the roof with delight and our opponents were so gracious in defeat. I've often experienced how Anne and her amazing volunteers work so hard in giving us the best of experiences, and this was no exception. The Scots certainly know how to host and entertain. What was provided was exceptional. I know that each and every one of us is delighted at a weekend full of friendship and fun, with quite a bit of pickleball thrown in for good measure. It's a weekend we'll remember for a long time. The Celtic Club Challenge was followed by a presentation lunch. Then Saturday afternoon was devoted to a pickleball festival, which also included some other local players, before a raucous post-competition party. There was further pickleball scheduled for Sunday morning. After the previous night's activities, I was surprised to find the courts were all full at 10 a.m, said organiser Anne. As much as I'd have liked Scotland to win, from an organiser's point of view, it was a great weekend and everybody had an amazing time. And now hopes the event will be at least an annual event and would like to expand it to include teams from England and perhaps further afield to turn it into a 6 Nations format. The emphasis was definitely on fun, but it also had the feel of a proper competition, she said. We hope to bring everyone back together and invite more nations and clubs along to enjoy the fun. Fourth thing to know, as shared on thedinkpickleball.com, Tom Brady adds a pickleball court to his new Miami mega mansion. It's another case of the rich getting richer. Aerial photos from Tom Brady, former NFL quarterback and one of the greatest pro athletes of all time, new mega mansion shows he recently added some new amenities to his property in Miami, Florida. Notably, there's a private boat dock and veggie garden, which sounds nice, but what really got our attention was a shiny new pickleball court. After all, we can all live without veggies. Pickleball, that's life. Of course, this isn't the first time Brady has been mentioned in the same conversation as pickleball. In October of 2022, he joined a star-studded list of MLP owners and became owner of the Major League Pickleball Las Vegas Night Owls. Paddles up.